Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about how to co-parent. I will be giving a little bit of tips. I was asked to do this video. I was not going to make a video like this simply because I don't feel like I know everything, but I can only give you the tips and tricks that I use. So let's get into the video. Last night I received 2 DMs from 2 different people about this topic, so I was like, hey, why not, just go ahead and make a video about it. And I was asked to make the video as well. So the first girl DM'd me and just said, hey, how do you co-parent? Do you mind making a video on it using any tips or advice that you have? So how can I say this? With co-parenting, obviously you guys are not together, but you need to maintain some type of friendship or just be cordial towards each other, for the sake of the baby, regardless of what happened like in your relationship or whatever the case may be. There needs to be some type of foundation set in order to move forward with the co-parenting. So what I do pretty much, obviously we broke up, whoop-de-whoop. Okay, so I would say try to set boundaries, and set a schedule. So with that being said, like, we alternate weekends. So one weekend he has his weekend to do whatever he wants to do, not my business. One weekend I have a weekend to do whatever I want to do, not his business. And we just, go back and forth with that. So it's just, you have to plan the months out. If like, oh, hey, I want to take a trip maybe this weekend, then you need to say, hey, okay, I know, like, I'm trying to think what happened. Okay, so during spring break, I was supposed to go to Miami. Well, the weekend before that was going to be my weekend to, do whatever I wanted to do. Well, hey, I want to go to Miami next week, so hey, you can have 2 weekends in a row. Next week could just be my weekend. You have to compromise. Co-parenting is not always going to be easy. You guys are not going to always agree on everything. You're going to have disagreements. It's just like everyone doesn't always get along. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be patient. You have to have respect for one another, and you have to just like not get so in your feelings about everything. I had to learn that. So I would say, like, just be patient. Try not to start an argument, especially unnecessary arguments. Like, it's not needed. Like, even with co-parenting, there's a lot of things that I did that I wasn't proud of, and that, I wish, like, I would have handled things differently in the beginning. I was going through postpartum. I was, like, hurt. So it was a lot of emotions at the beginning when I first had Carter. So co-parenting wasn't easy at the beginning. But from the outside looking in, people would think, like, oh, like, they're co-parenting really well. Well, yeah, that's how it looks. But, it was back-end issues as well. So in her case, I'm going to just give y'all different examples, just so y'all won't be going based off, my situation. In her case, and her daughter is a bit older than my daughter. Like, she's like, I want to say 3 or 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I should have asked that. Anyways, so in her case, she just said, I really want to know how y'all manage it, or how you suggest to manage it, especially with each other being in other relationships, and how comfortable does that make you? Okay, getting into this. Carter dad is in a whole nother relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but when I do enter a relationship, of course the person that I am dealing with eventually will have to meet my child. I would say when you're dating someone, this goes for both parties, when you're dating someone, it's not just a off the bat, oh, you can meet my child type thing. No, I wouldn't introduce any man into my child's life until maybe like I've been dating him for like a while, and I know, okay, like, this is something that's gonna last. You can go ahead and meet my daughter. Me personally, I don't think 6 months is kind of like a bad rate. It's up to you and how comfortable you and the other parent feels. So if I was dating someone and her dad like didn't approve, okay, cool, like, I can't go against what you're saying. I would want him and my new, partner to meet and work things out before I introduce him to Carter, obviously. Like, it's just respect. So I would say that comes with time and patience. You can't just introduce everyone to your kids. You cannot trust everyone. And just because I'm in a relationship with him, like, hypothetically speaking, if I was in a relationship with my new partner and Carter dad didn't approve of who I was, in a relationship, like, let's just say, not even approve, like, let's just say he didn't like him, he didn't trust him, he, whatever. Okay, cool. I have to respect that. I have no choice but to respect it. I'm not going to go against what you're saying, but eventually, yes, I want y'all to talk and work things out. Me personally, I'm just not in the business of bringing anyone around my child as of right now. I still feel like she's too young. Like, she's only 4 months. She's about to be 5 months this week, but she's only 4 months. And I want her to get to know her parents before she gets to know anyone else. So it's not about being like, because in the DM she was saying like, I guess how it was making her look bitter. No, it's not making you look bitter. The best thing to do with these type of things is just be patient. I mean, just because you don't want someone around your child right now does not make you bitter. You're not saying you never want them around. You're just saying as of right now, no. And especially with everything that's going on, like, babies are easily to get sick, and children tend to get attached to people that they're around for a long period of time. So I wouldn't want my child to get attached to my new partner and then boom, me and him end up breaking up. Now my daughter's attached and she's looking like, oh, well, where's such and such, You don't want that. You don't want to be bringing different women or different men into your kids' lives. You just don't want to do that. So with that, I mean, and I'm talking to her while doing this video. You can't think that any little thing you do makes you bitter. No, it doesn't make you bitter. Being bitter would be like, okay, well, if we're not together, you're not seeing your kid. That's bitter. Just because you're setting ground rules doesn't make you bitter. Like, it's just, it don't. So don't ever think that. Pretty much she was just saying that the father of the child do not want to be around the child, I guess, because his second baby mama pretty much is jealous and asked him why is her and her daughter, like, why is she the first baby mama and why I guess his daughter is the first daughter, like, they're so pretty or whatever, she's jealous. Things like this is just petty, like when you're dealing with a man who has multiple baby mamas, multiple kids, it doesn't matter like whether you're the first baby mama, the second baby mama, the third baby mama, it doesn't matter. That's not going to make him love his kids any more or any less. So with me, I'm Carter's dad, first baby mama, but what does that mean? Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I was just the first one to have your kid. He's my first baby daddy. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. So you can't going into co-parenting, you can't think about things like that. You have to put the child first. Like, I would never be like, oh, well, like, let's just say, okay, me and him don't agree on something, and we get into a little dispute. I'm not going to be like, well, you can't see your child. For what? That's not how things work. Because who is that hurting? That's not hurting me, that's hurting Carter. Even though, like, yes, she's only 4 months, it's just still, you want to establish a healthy co-parent relationship while the child is young, rather than the child being 2 or 3 years old and always seeing y'all fighting. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything about co-parenting, because it's still some immature decisions that I make, but I'm learning as I'm going. So it's a lot of things I look back and be like, you know what, Caitlin, it's just some things you have to let ride. You can't nitpick about everything. So with that being said, if you don't, like, in her situation, she doesn't trust his girlfriend, which is his other baby mama, around her child. It's, that doesn't make you bitter. That's just, okay, I don't trust her around my child. Hey, me and her need to have a conversation. Let's sit down, let's talk. I need to make sure that when my child is over there with you, y'all are paying attention to her. Y'all are attending to her. It's not like, oh, because some people are malicious. Like, they will do things out of spite because they don't like the mother. So you need to make sure, like, hey, or even the father, so you need to make sure, like, hey, my child is being well protected, like, you need to love my child like if that was your own child, so that's just that on that. Another thing with co-parenting, I would say, is try not to get your feelings involved. So, and when I say that, because most people tend to still, like, dib and dab don't do that. That's only gonna hurt your feelings and hurt their feelings. That's not gonna bring a good, healthy co-parenting. I mean, I can't tell like people what to do, obviously, but obviously you guys are not together for a reason. And who knows, things might work out in the future. You never know. You might get a new boo, they might get a new boo, whatever. But when it comes to co-parenting, it needs to be strictly about the child. What can we do as parents to be better for the child? You don't want your child growing up in a dysfunctional family, because like my parents were together. Like after my parents had my sister, me and my sister are a year and 2 days apart. After they had my sister, my parents broke up. They wasn't together, but I still grew up in like a loving family, you know? And my dad wasn't always around, so when I made the decision to go ahead and have my daughter, regardless if me and him was together or not, I will always want you to be around your daughter, in your daughter's life. My whole thing is this: kids don't remember everything you buy them, but they will remember the time and the effort that you spent to be there for them, you know? So if that's making dance practices, basketball games, football games, soccer games, cheerleading, you know, anything that you can do to be there for them, do that. So with that being said, you have to get along with the other parent in order to be in the same vicinity, to be able to establish like, hey, both of my parents are here, they're supporting me, you know? How can I say this? It's not gonna always be easy. So don't think that like, oh, it'll just be easy. No, you will have things that you don't agree with. Like everyone doesn't agree with everyone. That's just that, you know? But try not to nitpick and like argue so much. Like obviously y'all need to just be better parents, if I can say. So tip number 1, I would say establish a schedule. Who gets the baby? What time are you picking her up? What time is she coming back? Things like that. Tip number 2, I would say agree on who buys what for the child. So in my case, whatever Carter needs, I know I can text her dad and be like, hey, she needs this, he'll bring it, you know? So everything doesn't have to be like, because here's the thing, and I'm gonna go back to this because she asked me this in a video. Well, she said something about it, about child support. I don't feel like you should put no man on child support if he is taking care of his kids or kid. If he's taking care of the kids, what's the need to put him on child support? Now, if you feel as though one day or someday he might stop taking care of the kids, then by all means, secure a bag for you and your kids. You know, like make sure that you have a job, you have income coming in, but also make sure he plays his part. So, and I mean, child support really doesn't like, it's not as threatening as people may think. Like, I don't have Carter dad on child support. Why? Because I feel like, you know, you have a good job. Like, you know, he know his situation as a parent, as a child, and how he grew up. Like, his mom was always there for him, so I would, you know, expect you to always be there for your child. And he plays his part. Like, he buys Carter whatever she needs. I buy Carter whatever she needs. So I don't feel the need to be like, oh, I'm going to put you on child support. I feel like some women do that tactic as if, oh, he don't want to be with me? Boom, I'm going to put him on child support. Like, that's kind of bitter. Don't go that route, you know? And I understand with breaking up with someone that you wanted to build a family with, it is, like, hurtful. You know, you are going to go through a lot of emotion, especially with postpartum, especially with you after, like, having the baby, or, you know, because postpartum can last up to, like, a year, until the baby's a year. So you're going to definitely be in your feelings and emotions, but you have to learn how to put that aside for the sake of your child. Like, I didn't deal with my breakup until after I had Carter, because I didn't want to stress myself out while I was pregnant, and I didn't want to just cause any stress to my body. So, and I didn't want to stress Carter out, obviously. So after I had her is when I went through like a whirlwind of emotions, and there's a lot of things that I did that I wasn't proud of and that I shouldn't have done. But I mean, hey, I'm human, I'm learning, I'm growing, so it is what it is. But just with co-parenting, I would say just respect each other, respect each other's time, and establish a schedule. Once you get a schedule down packed of what weekends do you get her, what weekends do I get the baby, what time do you get off, work schedules, all of that. Once you get all of that down packed, I feel like co-parenting will be a lot easier. And you communicate. Communicating is the biggest thing that you can do in co-parenting. Like, it's the biggest thing you can do. You can't just, like, I'm not gonna ever just pop up to his house and be like, hey, I'm here to get Carter. No. Because that's not my house, number one. So I'm not just gonna pop up. Two, I'm not just gonna cut your time short with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So if I say, hey, okay, it's your weekend, you spend your time with her, whatever, with you, whoop. If I drop her off Friday night and I come back Sunday evening to get her, okay, what time Sunday? Oh, I'll be here at 12 o'clock. Okay, respect each other's time, be here at 12. Or around 12 or whatever. And if you can't make it or whatever, you just communicate. You just let the person know, hey, I'm running a little late. I was coming from such and such room. I'll be there in a few seconds, a few minutes, whatever. It's just respect. That's pretty much is all I can say. Like, I don't know if this video was helpful, but it's just respect. It's just communication, respect, and a schedule. That's all I can say. A schedule will make your life a lot easier. Like, a lot easier if you just communicate with him or her or whoever, you know, just communicate. As far as like, I think I touched base on that, like the relationships, what the other parent is doing should not be your business. You should not care what they're doing, honestly. Like, I know it's gonna be hard because this is a person you used to love, you used to care about, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But at some point, you have to let the relationship, like, just go. It's done. It's over with. You can't hold on to something that doesn't want to be held on to. Let it go. There will be somebody out there to love you for you and do everything that you want without you even asking for it. So focus yourself on you and your baby and building a healthy relationship, friendship, co-parent relationship, whatever you want to call it, with the other parent so that y'all can raise a healthy baby. You know what I'm saying? Even though your child won't grow up in a necessarily two-parent household with mother and father, they still have step-parents. You see what I'm saying? And even if they don't have step-parents, you know, because you can't just call anybody a stepmama or a stepdaddy. No, that's not how that works. But even if they don't have step-parents, they don't necessarily have, like, yes, the ideal is for, you know what I'm saying, children to grow up in a two-parent household. But even if that doesn't play out the way you want it to, a child will always remember, my parents wasn't together, but they always got along. They always did this for me. They was always there for me. And I knew I can go to either one of them without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So focus on that. Don't focus so much on, oh, we're not together anymore. Da-da-da. Like, don't stress yourself out about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all of this from experience. All of this is stuff that I've learned over the course of 4 months of me being a mother, you know? So you have to focus on just being a great parent. And let's just say the other parent, like if you're a dad and you're a single dad, or you're a mother and you're a single mother, if the other parent do not want to come around, don't force them. What are you forcing it for? What are you getting out of forcing it? Nothing but stress. Don't force it. Your child will remember, hey, my mama was always here, or my daddy was always here. And that's just that on that. Don't force it. Because if they wanted to be there, they would be there. Your child should be your number one priority. I mean, I don't know if this video is very helpful. I can only say what I do. So I would just say, number one, respect each other. Number two, communicate. Number three, have a schedule. 4, stick by the schedule. 5, mind your own damn business. That's just simply how it is. You can't focus on what each other's doing if, like, you can't focus on what each other's doing. You have to set boundaries, you know? So, yes, pretty much, how can I say this? What they're doing with your child, when your child's in their possession, yes, that is your business because your child is involved. You want to know what's going on around your child. But I would say don't try to be malicious towards one another, be sneaky, lying. Like, just be honest. Be upfront and honest about everything. Because a person can't get mad at you for being honest when you could have lied. You see what I'm saying? So be honest. If I ask Carter that, hey, I don't want Carter going to the park, she has severe allergies, just keep her inside while she's with you. and he decides, hey, well, I want to take Carter some cute pictures. Boom, I'm going to take us to the park. Let's just say it slipped his mind. And Carter comes back home. She's kind of sick. Allergies are acting up. Hey, did you take her to the park, or did she go out anywhere? And he'd be like, no. Okay, well, in that case, you can't lie. You have to just go ahead and tell the truth. So, hey, yeah, oops, it slipped my mind that, you know, she had severe allergies or whatever the case may be. Yes, I took her to the park. I sincerely apologize. Let's see how we can go ahead and get her allergies under control. That was just a, you know, stupid example. But it's just about being honest. It's not always about, like, because I don't want y'all to think like it's about being honest as far as like, oh, who they missed and who they talking to. No. It's about being honest with the safety of the child and what are you doing when my child's in your possession. So, and being sneaky and being malicious doesn't always have to do with who your child's around or who they're with. It's about just simple things, you know? So, like the example that I just gave you. Simple. It was a simple thing. So, you just have to be honest with each other and have that respect. Like, hey, I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. I'm going to respect your wishes. You respect mine. And if there's a conversation that needs to be had as far as the baby's safety or anything like that, we'll have that conversation, and that's just that on that. It just is what it is. Like I said, communication, respect, a schedule, stick to the schedule, mind your damn business. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any other suggestions or any other videos you guys would like for me to do, my DMs are open. My comment section is open. You can comment. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, you can DM me. I will get to the video as fast as possible. Like, she just asked me to do this video last night, and I woke up and was like, boom, I'm going to do it. So, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next